What's up YouTube, Viju here with another top 5 video. This week we're going to be talking about Overwatch's top 5 most frustrating ultimates. This is going to be the top 5 ultimates that are frustrating for you to use, not have used against you. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so coming in at number 5 we've got Winston. Winston's ultimate is frustrating to use for a few reasons. One of which is that it makes you melee only. Another one is that every time you successfully hit in melee, it actually knocks the opponent out of reach of your ultimate. So every time you use it, you can't use it again. That's kind of annoying, unless of course you have someone knocked up against the wall or something like that. I can also tell you that one of the most frustrating experiences of using an ultimate ever is going to be when you pop that Winston ult and then accidentally step on a Junkrat trap. Nothing is more frustrating than watching your ultimate's timer tick down, everyone being just outside of range of your ultimate, and they're all shooting you while you can't do anything to react to it. So, Winston's gonna take the top 5 spot for us. Now, number 4. Number 4 might come across as kind of a strange pick, but number 4 is going to be Symmetra. So we've talked quite a bit about Symmetra in the last couple of videos, and Symmetra's ultimate is frustrating to use because I feel like a lot of the time the opponent team just always knows where it is. This is mostly because when someone dies, they are able to see the portal, but when you're able to see the portal during a kill cam, it a lot of the time will show up as if Widowmaker's highlighting it. Like, you will see the portal through the wall. It also has a large humming sound, so enemies near it will hear it. There's also the indicator for when, as soon as you throw it down, the closest hero to it will yell out, "Oh, the enemy's got a teleporter." So players will know, oh, it's over by that guy, and go and destroy it. So a lot of the time your portal will be destroyed. It also doesn't have an immediate effect, so everyone else's ultimates cause a lot of damage, like, immediately. Your ultimate might have a big effect. It also might just get refunded, and you might not summon anybody because the enemy team takes the point and your team has to fall back and you didn't ever actually bring anyone in. Because it doesn't have that immediate effect and it's so easily destroyed and found by people, yeah, I feel that that is the reason why it takes number 4. It's still a very good ult, and it's still an amazing character, so it's not too big a reason, but that's why they're at number 4 on the list and not higher up. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is Zenyatta. Now, Zenyatta's ultimate is frustrating because I feel like your teammates never know how to help you help them. Zenyatta's ultimate is basically used as by a good player to help you take points, or help you defend points, help you survive enemy ultimates. But there's a lot of things with it that can be very annoying. One of which is if it does enough damage, whatever does enough damage to straight out kill your teammate, Zenyatta's ult doesn't help. So you can't exactly use it to save your team from like a big ultimate that would wipe them out in one hit. Ultimates that kill you quickly but not in like a single hit, like Pharah's ult, it's a perfect counter to those. But a lot of the times your team will just stand in dumb stuff when you turn it on because they're like, oh, his ult's going, and then they will end up dying. The other big thing is when your team doesn't push with you. Like, I don't know how many times I have to tell my team, like, hey guys, push the point. Or if they're not using headsets and you're spamming Z, like, my ultimate is ready, my ultimate is ready. When I use my ult as a Zenyatta, that means you need to get onto the point. Like, you need to be moving forward with me, because my ult by itself doesn't do shit unless there's people taking damage. It's not like Lucio's ult where it just prevents damage done to you. You need to be healing people, so they have to be taking damage and you need to be healing it at the same time. That's what kind of makes his ultimate so frustrating. So D.va's comes in at number 2. D.va's ultimate is incredibly frustrating. Basically what happens is you pop your ultimate as D.va, a giant red flashing symbol appears on your screen, your opponent goes and grabs themselves a beverage, comes back, and still has time to move themselves out of the way behind anything such as that pebble over there or that lamp post, and it will prevent your ultimate from killing them. Also, characters that have shields can just throw those up, boom, ultimate prevented. D.va's ultimate is just so easily countered, and the warning for it is so long. The players have to be incredibly tricky just to figure out how to use the dang thing to any type of use. Like, if you ever watch a D.va get a good ultimate, you'll notice that they're doing stuff like shooting it over a building by arcing the jet boosters, you know, or throwing it up and doing like the falling comet thing. The biggest use for her ultimate is really keeping someone off of a location for a couple seconds. Like, that's it right there. You might make a bastion relocate for a second. Like, that's the main use of her ultimate. Oh no, they're about to win by pushing this payload. If I ult the payload, the entire enemy team is going to hide behind it. So you have to actually go jump on the payload, ult from there, and then they will actually have to move away from the dang thing. But the rest of the time, they're just going to be like, nope, we're going to use any type of cover to completely negate your ultimate. It doesn't matter how much of us is actually visible. I have actually seen people avoid dying from her ultimate simply by standing behind a lamppost where 90% of their body is still visible, but that lamppost blocked the damage. Ridiculous. D.va takes number 2. So, number 1. The number 1 most frustrating ultimate in the game is Junkrat. I feel like I could talk about how much I hate this character's ultimate all day, but let's just sum it up for the purpose of this video. Basically what happens is when you use your ultimate, the entire enemy team hears fire in the hole. Then for the entirety of your ultimate, they hear it roaring around. What happens is as soon as they hear fire in the hole, the entire enemy team splits up. Everyone moves separate directions, and they all start just looking around. And then any of them can blink at your stupid ultimate, and it will die. I swear the thing feels about as squishy as a Symmetra turret. It is so difficult to try and get good kills with this thing, and most of the time when you use it, it gets destroyed before it even gets to the target. I would probably say 50% of the time you use this ultimate, it gets destroyed before you have a chance to kill anyone with it. Now, you have to try and be as clever with your placements as possible to even get a kill with it. A lot of the time, you'll just don't even bother trying to get the big kill, the big payload with it, and you will settle for, I killed someone, that's good enough. This makes getting the achievement for Junkrat incredibly difficult. It's taken me about 20 hours to get it myself. Now, when you compare his ultimate to other characters, the issue becomes that other characters get an immediate reward out of using their ultimate. As soon as Pharah uses her ultimate, the instant she clicked Q, people started taking damage. When Junkrat uses his ultimate, the enemy team has a chance to react to it and get out of the way. That's a huge difference in how good an ultimate is. This is only going to get even worse as time goes on as well, because as more people play the game and get hours in and get more experience, they know what to look out for, they know the paths that the Junkrat tires are going to have to take. Right now you can still be kind of tricky with your tires and send it over like some weird obstacles maybe people weren't looking out for or something like that. I've actually been in games, and it made me smile because there were 3 Junkrats. All 3 of them used their ultimates at the same time. This was on 2 different teams, not all of them were on the same team. And all 3 of their ultimates were destroyed before any of them were able to kill anyone.